Well, there's the very beautiful arena lying in wait. It's decked out, ready for the small, medium, and large Crufts singles final. We've got a good crowd in here. This is the second day, and of course it's still relatively early. I mean, most people are still at work, and so to have the kind of crowds we've had in this arena, we must have had, at various times, we've had up to 4,500 to 5,000 people in this ring. Down in the main arena, the crowd who are sitting in here, and the others are still coming in at this moment. Nick Brooks-Ward is just introducing and welcoming everyone back, and I think we might let him, oh, they're going to play some music. That's what they usually do, and they got a nice little film in the center screen in this arena, and we can take a look at the audience enjoy themselves. It is a fabulous setting. We've had some great competitions. The fly ball was tremendous. And of course, tomorrow we have the semi-final and finals of the team fly ball competition. We have a whole range of wonderful things going on tomorrow, but tonight, what a show we have in store, because we carry on, of course, with this. We also have our Crufts competition. First time ever at Crufts, at the final of Crufts, which is for non-pedigree dogs. That's an innovation here for the Kennel Club at Crufts. But of course, they've been running the competition for some years, and the 4 qualifiers tonight come from winning through at Discover Dogs at Olympia, I beg your pardon, at Earl's Court in November this last year. I'm really looking forward to what's coming up, and in just a moment we'll be able to show you the full course for the agility competition, whilst the audience here is still being entertained, some taking photographs of the center pod, which is above the main arena here, and they're looking at the highlights from times past here at Crufts. Claire Balding, the Friends for Life winner from last year, and there of course is the Kettle Memorial Trophy and the trumpeters, all being reprised. Frank Kane, our co-commentator and last year's Best in Show judge. There is so much to remind people of. Frank of course is actually judging one of our groups tonight, so Jessica Home and I will be commentating on the utility and toy groups. Frank is actually judging the utility group. There he is again in that center arena. Can we match last year's excitement when Elizabeth, the last APSO, won? Well, that's the start to the event. And here's Dave Ray down in the main ring now. He's about to go and do a walk of the main course for the singles agility final. So I'm going to let him take over because he's on the spot, something I would love to do myself, but we'll leave it to Dave Ray to explain the agility course.
I'm just going to walk you through the course as it is, how the handlers are going to run it, hopefully give you a few tips about where they'll be going. And as you know, they have to memorise where all the obstacles are because they'll just be going too fast to look at the numbers. So this is number 1. We'll have the time up on the board. Straight over number 1, it's going to pull back right the way around here and then a pull through the middle. So it's a bit of a tricky start immediately. Up and over the A-frame. As usual, contacts either end. Straight over number 4. Now you would think they're going to make for the tunnel, but that's number 6. So it's a sharp left turn of what we call a pull through. If they take the wrong obstacle, they'll be eliminated. Pull through. Straight onto number 6. The tunnel turns around a little because they're going here onto number 7. They mustn't take that hoop jump over number 7. Straight over number 8. Now I did say these are the top dogs and you would think they're going straight on over number 9, but no, they've got to go round there and be pulled over the jump there. Sharp right turn over number 10, and then they've got to slow them down over number 11 because that's a seesaw. Seesaw must tip. Straight on through the hoop. It used to be a tunnel, but it's not a tyre, I should say, but it's not anymore. It's a padded hoop for safety's sake. It's a sharp right turn. They'll bring the dogs out a little to get a straight run on the tunnel. So number 13. Then it's a sharp right again. Nothing's simple on this course, but they are the top handlers. Over number 14. It's pulling back over number 15. Send them out, and they'll be swapping sides to get on the side of the dog that is best for the next obstacle. Into the weave between the first and second pole. In and out all the weaving poles. That's number 16. Then we swing them right the way round over number 17, back again over number 18, 19 and 20. Well, that is complicated. So we've got some of the best dogs, so I'm sure they're going to be great on it. So it'll be interesting to see what the results are.
A very lucid
Right, the first pleasure is
description of that course, and they're about to introduce our judge first into the ring, and here he is, Dick Farrer from Hinckley in Leicestershire, and he's got the honour of judging the Crufts singles final for small, medium and large dogs. We have 6 small dogs taking part, we have 4 medium dogs taking part, and we have 8 large dogs. They all qualified in the competition earlier this afternoon and are now all ready to take part. The reason we have 6 small dogs is we have a winner of the agility, we have a winner of the jumping from the morning, and we have 4 others, because those winners would not have qualified. There should only be 4 qualifiers. In fact, we've ended up with 6. We're starting with Rosie Cavill. This is Spice. Field Spy Liana is the name of the dog. Spice, the Cocker Spaniel, is 7 years. She is 7 years old. Rosie Cavill, as I said, comes from Newport in South Wales, and she won the agility competition in the qualification here. You see them pulling through there at the back, and the Cocker moving extremely well, but this has lots of complications on this course. Keep your eyes peeled. All sorts of things could go wrong if the handlers aren't up to it. They should be. They're the cream. They're the best. And the fault there on the... Oh, just pulled the dog round. There was a fault on the seesaw.
Yep, fault occurred there, Peter, because the seesaw wasn't touching the ground before the dog alighted from it. All to do with safety.
5 faults as they finish there, 36.41.
And here we go, this is the fault on the seesaw, Peter. Clearly, seesaw not on the ground. That dog having an absolute ball. Look at this poodle, Peter. Look at the poodle.
Now we've got David Wright on the start line. David Wright here with Otis, 4-year-old dog, miniature poodle from Bedfordshire. They won the jumping competition this morning. They wouldn't have qualified for this otherwise, but as winners, they have a right to take part in the final.
Yep, and that's one of the trickier parts of the course, Peter. They've got to take him right out round the back of that jump.
Nice speedy little dog. Now this is the difficulty here. In and bring the dog round. You're in a good position to bring the dog round so it doesn't go over the wrong jump.
Asking the dog to find the entry to the weaving poles, does those really nicely.
This is actually neat and quick. No faults, and it's a good time, 35.75, 35.75 clear.
So well done, David. Look, no time wasted at all on that dog. Well, pushes the dog round, very tight, lovely.
Beautiful through the weave there, bouncy little dog, very happy.
Absolutely.
On the start line, that's Honey with Charlotte Harding from Bristol, a 6-year-old Cocker Spaniel bitch. 2 years she's been training Honey, 2nd time at Crufts, 3rd in the singles final last year.
And there we go,
And
choosing
we
to go through the middle.
In the top right hand corner. The arena's been rather slow in actually sending these pictures to the television, and this is something that's been out of our control, but you can keep a track of how these times are going. With a very good time, 35.75 was the time for David Wright. Dog tried a dip actually coming off the seesaw there, which we'll take a look at later, but no faults. This is a clear round so far, not quite as quick, but it's a good finish. Last jump over 38.31 clear.
Still a very nice time there, Peter. Good round. The dog just unfortunately loses just a fraction as it comes off the seesaw, but what a great finish there.
So here we've got Jean Tuck with Japaro Cool, Jazz at Crayhill. What a lovely long name. Glenn is the name of this Sheltie, 4-year-old dog. Jean comes from Utoxeter. We're looking for clean rounds, clear rounds, and we're looking for fast speeds, and these little dogs are certainly capable of doing that. They look faster than they necessarily are because they're so short, but they do cover the ground beautifully. This is the difficult spot. Bring the dog round nicely, just stopping it going the wrong way there, because they come out of that tunnel blind.
Lots of encouragement. I don't know whether you can just pick it up there.
This is good time. I don't think it's going to be fast enough. Oh, it isn't fast enough to go into the lead, but it's not far off. Yes, 38.4. That is a good time as well. They're in third place at the moment on this. Is a totally separate competition from what we had earlier. Everything that's gone before is irrelevant. This is the final. So Linda Stokes next with Charlie, Maze Hill Charlie. This is a Bichon Frise. It's an 8-year-old dog. Second time they've been to Crufts together. 6 years ago they started training together, and Linda really enjoying herself here.
Yeah, we can see what a really happy little dog is, Peter. Absolutely having such a great time doing agility. This is what it does for fun, as you say, picking the dog up.
You see Bichon Frises as well in the showroom. They don't look like this, do they? Cute little dog.
Still the same dog inside,
Same
Peter.
dog inside, absolutely. And how good is agility? This is good.
And how good is
this? It's not going to be quick enough. Not quick enough. 37.22. My word. This is a tight competition, but we are looking at the cream of the cream. That's put them in second place. Linda Stokes in second place in the small dogs. We have one more to go in this. Wendy Fassen with Cruz. Cruz is a 9-year-old crossbreed dog. They come from Crawley.
Finished top overall, so we're expecting good things from her, Peter. Me and my big mouth.
Elimination right, and she was the fastest qualified. Oh, what a shame. Very clear elimination, but it does mean that the small competition has already been decided, and the winner will be David Wright. David Wright, who qualified through having won the Jumpton competition this morning.
And it's not over till it's over, Peter, as they say, so he'll be absolutely over the moon. But Wendy carrying on round the course, good experience for the dog. I know it's 9 years of age now.
Always finish it off and always get a good round of applause and sympathy. And the dog gets a pat. It doesn't know he's done anything wrong. Bless its heart. That's it. Lovely.
And
you see it straight away, an immediate elimination. Gone wide and over the jump instead of over the... Yep. Such a shame.
So they're just
well,
adjusting.
the fence is now being adjusted up for the 4 dogs and the medium size. Sorry, talked over you, Graham.
No, that's fine, Peter. As you say, the ring party here out there in the middle of the ring, here all week, do an absolutely fantastic job. They're all volunteers. They do it because they love this sport so much. They do a great job, and they get this ring sorted out and ready for the next height in no time at all.
Absolutely, they do a fantastic job. They really do, and as you say, all volunteers, and we thank them very much for that. The first medium dog on the start line is actually Scott. It's a Sheltie, 7-year-old dog, and it's Jean Tuck, who we've just seen competing and taking 4th place.
Yeah, she's actually said to them, "You take your time because I need to get my breath back from earlier on." She's saying so.
Don't rush it. Don't rush it. 6th year at Crufts, we made this comment earlier, didn't we? Because we felt that the little dog was quite slow over the ground, seemed a little bit perturbed this afternoon in the qualifying round. Now, can she persuade it into a little bit more lively?
Yeah,
so slow over the A-frame, but now we can pick up.
Just a little bit careful, I think, is probably the word.
I'm afraid you've lost the clock in the corner of the screen again. Very sorry about that, but I can still keep a view of what the timings are.
There you go, making sure she gets the contacts there. Come on, Jean. Now the dog's picking up a little bit of speed.
Yes, the other dogs completing, the smaller dogs completing 35.75. Well, the time already is well over that, 38.39 seconds at this point. So this is much slower, but it's clear.
Now
and
she's
that's
picking
vital.
up.
Being clear is vital. At the end there, 45.97 clear. Next we have the very experienced Amanda Hampson coming along with Rogue. Oh, but we're watching Jean there, sorry about that, talking over it. Amanda Hampson with shore dancer CJ. CJ's known as Rogue. It's a Nova Scotia duck tolling retriever. It's a 6-year-old bitch. They come from Stoke-on-Trent.
Yeah, we were talking about Amanda earlier on, Peter. Very experienced domestic and international competitor. She's won numerous medals at various events over the years. I expect to see her put in
and got a 5, coming off
round.
no contact on that second part of the A-frame.
I think I'm going to be quiet, Peter, because every time I've said something, they've made a mistake. But pushing around the back of that jump, quite a difficult
Nothing
manoeuvre.
wrong with the speed, they cover the ground, but the 5-point penalty, they wouldn't want that. Oh, and a refusal. My word, that was a little harsh perhaps, but a refusal all the same.
Well, I think I would have marked that as well, Peter.
Yeah, no,
at this level, if you hesitate in front of the jump as badly as it did then, you're going to get 5. But well done, Amanda. Good effort. She'll be a little disappointed, I'm sure.
Total 10 faults there.
Such a competitive category, though. Oh, dog just didn't believe her. Yeah.
Well, Stephen Richardson is now on the start line. Stephen's with Libby, a 6.5-year-old crossbreed bitch. Little Patterdale Terrier type.
Yep, absolutely fantastic. I mentioned it earlier, another person comes through the YKC. Great organisation.
And I must say, this is the dog whose video went viral on the internet last year because it stopped in the middle of the agility competition for a poo. We hope it doesn't happen today.
And I think Peter, he'd want me to say that it was actually with his sister.
It was with his sister, not with him. Maybe Stephen said, I'll handle it. I'm not going to have it doing that on
but Stephen doing
on
very
live
well.
television.
Go
well,
on.
This is good, 36.52. They've gone into the lead there.
So look at him clapping and urging the dog to go just that bit quicker through the weaves, talking to the dog. Great, and the dog's really pleased. Look at him.
That's well done, Stephen. And now then, one of the most successful ever agility handlers, Natasha Wise with Dizzy. Dizzy is 6 years old. There's Natasha. She's you gave her an award, a presentation, didn't you, Graham, for virtually services to agility.
Well, I was extremely privileged
so
to make
much.
a presentation to her for winning the World Championship for a third time with the same dog. Brilliant.
Absolutely amazing. She really is a tremendous handler. The dog's called Dizzy, as I say. They come from Rickmansworth in Hertfordshire. It's a little 6-year-old bitch that she's running, Dizzy. She says Dizzy is a dog in a million, and they had a wonderful 2012. But it's been a tremendous career. Now this is the difficult spot, and she's right on it. My word, that's good handling.
She knows
and
she
this
needs
is quick.
to go because she's lost a bit of time on a wide turn earlier on, which is unusual for her. So she's pushing on a bit now.
36.52 she's trying to beat. 36.52 she'll do it easily. 34.19. That's why she's a 3-time world champion.
Yeah, she just had the ability to change up a little gear. I think you'll see here the dog goes, and that's very unusual for Dizzy. I think she's focusing there on the tunnel, so she knew then that she had to actually go up or change down into a lower gear and just push on. But well done.
Instead of winning it by a mile, she'd have won it by a mile and a half. Fantastic. Well, that is the medium finish. There's only 4 dogs in there that qualified for this final because this is a very specialist final, and it was one. Natasha Wise takes all the glory. 34.19 was her time. So now we're into the large dogs. All the jumps have been adjusted, all the heights have been adjusted there, and we have 8 dogs taking part in this final.
Yep, as you say, competition for large dogs, Peter. This is for dogs measuring over 430 mil at the withers. And the hurdles, they're resetting, and they're going to be jumping.
Clement sitting there enjoying this. We're going to see her in action, judging Crufts a little bit later. So here we have Leslie Osborne's dog Nedlow. Let's Get Physical. Fizz is the bitch's name. She's 7 years old. They were the slowest of the qualifiers, but that's all irrelevant because this is an absolutely freestanding competition now. They qualified. Let's see how they do.
Absolutely. You only had to look and see what happened in the small. You've got to be in it to win it, and Leslie will give it 110%. Lots of encouragement. You can see he's racing to try and get in front of the dog if he can. All the time that he's in front of the dog can see him clearly, and communication becomes extremely easy for both people, or both dog and handler, should I say. Nice tight turn, driving it onto the finish.
This is good. This is good. 39.39. That set the target for the others.
Yep, just made sure he got that contact round the back of 9. A really nice turn there, Leslie.
Leslie Osborne has set the target. Karen Marriott is going to challenge it with Puzzle, her 4-year-old Collie Cross bitch. A Collie Cross Golden Retriever. You'd never know that from the colour of it. She competes with 3 of her dogs, Puzzle and 2 others, all to grade 7, which is the highest grade in agility. We have a clock back that you can keep score with as well. I'm pleased to see that they're feeding it to us at last from the arena. Puzzle's first time at Crufts, so great achievement to get into this final. A great achievement. And it's a good mover. I think they're going to go into the lead here.
Come on.
Maybe I'm not putting the curse on them.
Oh, Peter, what have you said?
I've done it. Oh dear, a refusal did it. A refusal did it.
Clenched fist means a refusal. So,
Dear,
Peter, well, I just want to
dear.
mention something I think we might just get a chance to see is this dog walk. You see, she came to the opposite side to everybody else, crossed in front of the dog at the end. Nobody else has done that yet. It worked for her, as they say. So that was such a shame.
But that was just ran out at the end. What a shame.
I think the dog thought it had finished, I think.
What a shame. On the start line, we've got Dawn Weaver from Portland with Promise, her beardy Border Collie Cross, 8.5 years old, this one. Very excitable little dog is Promise. Nice and wide there. Oh, and a 5. She'll be disappointed with that, really disappointed. Very sorry for this to happen to Dawn. She's unfortunate, and she runs a little papillon, and unfortunately back in September the dog went missing. She's absolutely distraught. The dog's called Dancer, and it went missing. She's offered a reward for it, but no, so far no takers. Great shame.
So it won't be her year, unfortunately. Had a pole down there. Such a shame, but the dog's got its toy, so he's happy. So over the A-frame. Went really wide there.
Next
of course,
on the
Dawn
start.
had to wait so long for it.
Such a shame. Next on the start line, we've got Quincy. This is Matthew Goodliff's dog, and Matthew, of course, is the fiancé of Natasha Wise. And off they go. Quincy, Matthew Goodliff from Rickmansworth in Hertfordshire. His 4-year-old dog.
Yep, got a much better turn there off the hurdle after the A-frame, avoided the tunnel. Pushing the dog round, did that really nicely. Very neat, this, Peter.
Very good, and he'll be wanting to emulate Natasha, who's already won the medium-size competition. Can he do it with the large dogs? It's a good time so far. I'm not sure it is fast enough, though. Not quite. I don't think it's fast enough. It is going to be tight.
Go on.
Well, actually, he will go into the lead. 35.16, he is in the lead.
Very deceptive there, Peter. He's very tight. You watch this, gets in the dog's face, tells it to turn. This is where he wins it at the moment, or where he's winning it, should I say. It's these tight turns. Great performance. Well done, Matthew.
Terrific stuff. Well, we've got 4 more to go. This on the start line, that's Greg Derritt. And there's the dog, that's Detox, Nedlow Detox Sproglet. 23rd year they've been competing here. He came through from the Young Kennel Club. 6-year-old bitch he's with, Border Collie. His hometown's in Cheltenham.
Yep, he's on fire this year, Peter. As I said earlier on, he's had a fantastic year. The only person to win the Novice Olympia and the Senior Olympia with different dogs in the same year.
Fantastic.
And you can see why. Look at this. He's such a good hander.
It's the 3rd year the dogs competed at Crufts, so that's an experienced dog here.
Look at how tight that was.
This is good, and the timing's good too. The timing is very good. Oh, they're going to be in there. 35.16 to beat easily. 33.51.
Absolutely fantastic, and just it's where they win these competitions, are won and lost. If you look at this, there we go, and watch this turn here. It just comes right round that wing, and again straight into the waist. That's what it's all about, Peter.
I love the way it picks its paws. It was going through the weave there. Next we've got Scandal on the start line. Charlotte Harding's 4-year-old Border Collie bitch. They come from Bristol. First time for Scandal in this competition. Very playful dog at home. Lovely to live with, says Charlotte. We've seen Charlotte already compete in the small competition where she was 3rd. This is very neat.
Wasted no time at all. The contacts would have been exceptionally quick for this dog.
I think she's slower.
Yeah,
I think she's slower.
Oh, and she's missed the last weaving pole.
No. 5 for that. I think she was slower anyway. I don't think she'd have got into the frame.
I think she pulled off trying to pick up a bit of time, I think. But that's what you've got to do if you want to win these events, Peter. You've got to take the odd chance, especially when Greg Derritt's just put in such a fantastic round.
Well, let's face it, you've got to go clear in these. If you don't go
and
clear,
if you watch this
can't
A-frame,
win.
Peter, look, one bounce on the contact and she's off.
Yes.
Absolutely fantastic.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And again, she just pulls off. Yep. Well,
shame,
Charlotte.
Shame indeed. Martin Reed here now went with a Flash. Flash is the pet name for the dog. It's a 4-year-old working sheep dog. Come from Coventry. Off they go there.
Yep, he's had a good couple of rounds in the jumping and agility here. So
love watching his body, the way he works this as he comes into these. Really uses his shoulders and his upper body to direct the dog. Look at this.
It's about clarity. It's about making it absolutely clear to the dog what you want them to do at all times and before they do it, more importantly.
Let's face it, you've got to think for the dog, because the dog can't find its way around the course without them. You've got to show the dog where it's got to go. But his handling is good. Not quite fast enough. 35.52 will put them in 3rd place.
Yep, well done. That was a really good performance. As I say, he's had a consistently good day today. I think he'll be pretty pleased when he gets home and thinks about what he's done today. And now we've got Mr. Crufts himself coming up now, Peter, I think.
I was going to call him Mr. Deceptive, because it doesn't look like they're getting round the course fast, but they do. This is Will Rolfe, and his dog is a 7-year-old Border Collie bitch called Scoot.
Will just stood there girding his loins, I think, for a minute, taking a couple of deep breaths, getting some oxygen into his lungs.
He has a great record here at Crufts. Call him one of the usual suspects. He's always there or thereabouts. And he's got a 5. He's got a 5. He can't win it. He got 5 from not making contact. Failed to make the contact at the end of the dog walk.
Such a shame, but his bubble had to
Well,
first,
the
I suppose.
I'm not sure which it was actually. Then. It was one of those.
There you go. Come on, Will. Well done.
It was a heck of a time. You see, it was 34.48, but he's got 5 penalty points, so he can't win it.
He still had a really, really good day.
Well, he got into the final, but just watch this.
Look at this turn coming up here,
contact.
Peter. Look. Just how tight is that? Brilliant.
He was going incredibly well, but
Yep.
this is where he gets the fault. Off he goes. Just jumped off the end. Yep.
Well done, Dick, the judge.
Oh, it's so close. Yes, Dick Farrow done a great job with that. Good course.
Yep.
Really tested them. I mean, there were very few points, seconds, fractions of seconds splitting them. Great competition.
Yeah, really exciting, Peter. It's been an absolutely fantastic day. Not only agility, we've seen some fantastic competitions culminating with this one, but the whole of the main ring entertainment. We've had such fantastic crowds in here today. It's been absolutely brilliant. They've been absolutely loving it. I mean, they were panning, the cameras were panning around the crowd earlier, and they were having an absolute ball, bopping and jigging, and just absolutely great. So we're going to get the arena cleared.
About the winner. Greg Derritt. Yeah, it was. Yeah. And that means Greg Derritt is the winner. 33.51. Well done, Greg. Fantastic performance. The ring is cleared because we're going to have a demonstration in just a moment of the winner of the heel work to music competition. Nice demonstration of how heel work to music ought to be done. It really is tremendous. It's a very clever piece, beautifully put together, scored very high in the judges' opinions, and I have to say in mine as well. It was very good indeed. You'll enjoy that. Coming up in just a minute. So here's confirmation of the result of the large singles final. Greg Derritt with Nedlow Detox Sproglet, Detox for short, 33.51, 1.5 seconds faster than Matthew Goodlett with Turbo Ed Widewater Wizard. And went with a Flash with Martin Reed, 35.52, another half second behind. Terrific competition, absolutely wonderful performances.
We're very honoured and pleased this evening to present the award to Mr. Stuart Walker, Managing Director of Renault Retail Group UK Limited, who are Crufts' official motor sponsors. So let's give them a round of applause and welcome. So we're going to present the smalls first, and the runner-up in second place with a clear round in 37.22. It was Linda Stokes. With Maisel Charlie and Bichon Fize. And the first place in the small section was David Roig in 35.75. Well done, David. What a great result. Now we're moving on to the medium section. And with a clear round in 36.52, somebody else with a smile on his face, Stephen Richardson, agility champion, no worries, sweeps dream. And the winner, one of many first prizes she's had, including international ones, is Natasha Wise, with an agility champion, Ryan Flibinek, clearing 34.19. Runner-up at second place in large, I think it's Natasha's other half, I'm not sure, it's Matthew Goodliff. 35.16, well done Matthew. And, well, there's another one who's taken all the first places this year, it seems. Greg Derritt, Nedlow Detox Sproglet. Well done, Greg. 33.51. So, I'm sure you join me in wishing them all the very best of luck and congratulations. And it's laugh of honour time.